Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's
touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, a run with Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, high 7. 5. Yep. Hey, Hayward.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Hey, orbit. Go. Hey, box run.
Now Lawrence on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Hey, Delta. Hey, you.
Now Lawrence. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Yeah! Hey, Wahoo!
From midfield now, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, Echo! Hey, Charlie! Hey, Mike 7!
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Black.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Block it, block it. Pilot, 64, weak. Fine.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
You ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Running out of the gun with ETN. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Bravo!
Lawrence. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Hey!
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Oregon! Hey! Hey, box truck!
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready, play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Okay, break. Yellow, blue, on red. Trail green. Plastic, stick. Red, cycle.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hey, dude, look at me, Dipper!
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go, go! Yep. Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, Jack. Right through.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around and out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, Echo! Hey, Charlie!
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Adams the man in motion right.
Check, check.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Skirts by at the 15. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hey, Mike 7.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence on the sneak.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go, set. Opposite. Clear.
Lawrence on the sneak, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, Orbis.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
Down to the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Lawrence will throw.
trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Hey, Charlie!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, ETN once more. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, I'm 2nd. Five. Hey, Haywood.
Lawrence on 3rd down. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Bravo. Hey, 3-6. 3-6. Hey, orbit.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Open man layup. It's complete. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Set. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Alert, alert. Yeah.
Jacobs again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Hey, box drop.
Now Lawrence. He's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going.
Got it. 10. Block it. Ready to go.
Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Go!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, 5 seconds. 5. Hey, Lord.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Bravo. Hey, D6.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, orbit! Hey, box up, box up!
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah,
they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know